Hey and welcome to another demonstration video of emergency NGX from FS2 crew, this time with engine fire during takeoff. The engine fire during takeoff procedures are quite similar to the engine failure during takeoff procedures. However, this time we don't have the luxury to wait with our response until we are in a safe altitude and until the workflow allows, but we have to act immediately. This means that we will fly to an altitude of 400 feet. And there we will shut down the affected engine by moving the thrust lever to idle and by positioning the start lever into cutoff. And then we will fight the fire with the fire extinguishers. And if the fire is extinguished, we will continue our climb. We will retract the flaps on schedule and we will accelerate to flaps off speed. And if then the workflow allows and we have time, we will perform the engine fire checklist. And this includes the same features as the checklist for the engine failure. This means you will start the APU to have another source of AC power, and we will configure the packs such that one pack is now regulating in high flow and can provide for the cabin pressurization. This will then conclude this video, and after that one would actually land at the closest airport, but this is the topic of another video. So let's get started and jump into the cockpit. The engine fire scenario has to be started with a timer delay, so I can't choose VR cut, only one cut for that, and for that reason I will line up on the runway and then activate the failure with a time delay of 1 minute and then start the aircraft, and this should give us a failure approximately when we take off. Runway entry procedures.
Check. Clear on the approach. Ready to go.
I will now activate the failure, and you can find it on the menu, PMDG setup, aircraft failures. On the second page there is fire. We choose engine 1 fire now, and I arm it with a 1 minute delay, and then we can start. Takeoff.
Check. Thrust set. $80 knots.
Check.
V1.
Rotate. Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up. Looks like we've got a fire.
Continue.
Gear up. Lights out.
Select heading select.
Heading select.
Confirm the failure.
Engine fire number 1.
Confirmed. Engine fire or engine severe damage or separation memory items.
Check.
Auto throttle disengaged. Thrust lever number 1.
Confirm number 1.
Close.
Engine start lever number 1.
Confirm number 1.
Cut off. Engine fire switch, number 1.
Confirm number 1.
Pull. Engine overheat light illuminated. Engine fire switch. Rotate to the stop and hold for 1 second. Engine overheat light illuminated. Engine fire switch. Rotate to the other stop and hold for 1 second. Engine fire or severe damage or separation memory items complete.
Set flaps up speed.
Flaps up speed.
Set heading 270.
Heading 270 set.
Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Set maximum continuous thrust.
Max continuous thrust set.
Select level change.
Level change.
Select Command A.
Command A.
Select Command A.
Command A.
Select Command A.
Command A. 1,000 to go.
But once again we have to keep a close eye on our throttle settings to not overspeed or underspeed, and I will now program the holding into the FLC. Foxtrot Lima Sierra is the name of the holding. Fix, and once again inbound track is 353, doing left turns. We execute that, and then we activate LNAV. We look as well at our target speed. We have left engine out, target speed stays at 195, and we put that in our MCP. And the next thing is to start actually the checklist. Engine fire or engine severe damage or separation checklist.
Engine fire or engine severe damage or separation checklist. Condition: one or more of these occur. Engine fire warning, airframe vibrations with unusual engine indications, engine separation. Memory items: auto throttle, if engaged, disengage. Thrust lever, affected engine, close. Engine start lever, affected engine, cut off. Engine fire switch, affected engine, pull. To manually unlock the engine fire switch, press the override and pull. If the engine fire switch or engine overheat light stays illuminated, engine fire switch, rotate to the stop and hold for 1 second. If, after 30 seconds, the engine fire switch or engine overheat light switch stays illuminated, engine fire switch, rotate to the other stop and hold for 1 second. Reference items: if high airframe vibration occurs and continues after the engine is shut down, without delay, reduce airspeed and descend to a safe altitude which results in an acceptable vibration level. If high vibration returns and further airspeed reduction and descent are not practical, increasing airspeed may reduce vibration. Isolation valve switch, close. Pack switch, affected side, off. This causes the operating pack to regulate to high flow in flight with the flaps up. APU bleed air switch, off. Choose one. Either the APU is available for start, or the APU is not available. Okay, well the APU is available for start. APU, start. When APU is running, APU gen switch affected side, on. Balance fuel as needed. Transponder mode selector, TA only. This prevents climb commands which can exceed single engine performance capability. If wing anti-ice is needed, isolation valve switch, after the fire has been extinguished, auto. Plan to land at the nearest suitable airport. Airplanes with FAL operational auto land capability go to the one engine inoperative landing checklist on page 7.29. Engine fire or engine severe damage or separation checklist complete.
So this was the checklist. We have to balance the fuel by ourselves. We have less fuel in the right tank, so we open the crossfeed valve, light dim lid, means the valve is open, and then we turn off the fuel pumps on the right side so that we can actually balance the fuel towards this right side. And then the last thing we have to do is now call for the normal after takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist.
Engine bleeds on, packs off, auto, landing gear up and off, flaps up, no lights. After takeoff checklist complete.
Okay, so this is it for this procedure and the engine fire. The next thing that we need to do is prepare our landing in Bergen again. I will show it in another video because this is some procedures that come into action there. I hope you enjoyed watching, and thanks for watching, and bye.